Get your mark, guys. All right. How's everybody this morning? Got a full class. Does anybody track their sleep or their heart rate variability, HRV? If you do, I got a good story of how to make it better if you're tracking things. I've been tracking my stuff for a long time. Sarah does too. Because my numbers have been through the roof lately. I'll let you know. If you do, let me know after the class and I can let you know what I've been doing. Let's see. So today's great. I chose the way we put the workout together in a certain way. If you want this to be the most intense workout of the week, it can be. And at the same time, if you want to just kind of do some work but not make it so intense, it could be that too. And you'll see when we get to the main stuff. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start with a little bit of a breathing exercise. So I've been working with this every morning right before I meditate. So I've been playing with it and it's almost there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take just five breaths, okay? And all you're gonna do is breathe into your belly, in and out. And if breathing into your belly is very easy, think about the lowest part of your belly. So for me, belly breathing is pretty simple now. But the very, very lowest part of my belly, I'm trying to breathe into there first. And the sensation I'm looking for is almost like a stretch. Or because when we breathe in properly, we're actually feeling from the bottom up, just like if you were pouring water into a cup. So when you inhale, focus as low as you can focus on and try to breathe into that area. And it doesn't have to be like the biggest breath you can take. We're gonna do that in a second. But just 5 deep breaths, okay? In through your nose, out through your mouth. So we're gonna breathe in. Maybe you feel your back. Second deep breath. Third deep breath. Fourth. 5. Okay, now we're gonna do 5 more deep breaths. This time I want you to breathe in as much oxygen as you could fit in your body. The way you do that, the best way to do that, is inhale through your nose, and then when you think you can't inhale anymore, pull some more in through your mouth. So it's gonna look like this. We're gonna go. That's it, okay? 5 of those. Go ahead and start now. So breathe in through your nose, a little bit more through your mouth, and just let it out. That's 1. Breathe in through your nose, a little bit more through your mouth, and then let it out. That's 2. Breathe in through your nose, a little more through your mouth, let it out. That's 3. Breathe in through your nose, a little more through your mouth, let it out. That's 4. 1 more in through the nose, a little bit more into the mouth, and that's 5. Okay, now we're gonna flip it, and you're gonna take a bigger breath. Doesn't have to be a full inhale, and you're gonna blow everything out. If you're doing a really good job of your exhaling, you should really feel your abs turn on. So this is also a great abdominal warm up as well. So go ahead and take a big inhale and blow it all out, everything out. Then inhale. And number 2. 3. 4. 5. And then just breathe normal for a second. Good job. If you didn't feel your abs turn on, then maybe we need to strengthen that muscle for you. Okay, so now we're gonna just take 5 normal breaths, but I want you to take a little bit bigger than normal, and I want you to blow out a little bit more than normal. If you can, blow in through your nose, out through your mouth. So we're gonna go. Good job. Okay, real quick, we're gonna go through some joint stuff. So we're just gonna take our neck, bring it to our shoulder, and just this side, okay? I'm gonna go down 5 times on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna go up, front and back. Before you do this though, tuck your chin in, like you're trying to make a double chin. So I'm gonna pull my chin in. That'll just create a little bit straighter spine. And then we're gonna go up and back. So tuck the chin in and go down and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Tuck the chin in and we're gonna roll our neck. So I'm gonna tuck my chin in. I'm gonna look to my right, bring my chin to my shoulder, and then I'm gonna go 1 and 1, 2 and 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, and 5. And then from here, we're gonna do 10 circles with our arms each direction. So we're gonna look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Stand a little wider, and we're gonna rotate like this. 1, 1, 2. Get those shoulders. Really about the shoulders, not the arms. 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Stay wide or get wider if you have to. Keep your knees straight. We're gonna take our hands, put them around our hips, and we're gonna shift our hips to our one side, like this, push them forward, other side, push your butt back. So side, front, side, back. Side, front, side, back. We're making a circle. This is 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Bring your feet together. They don't have to be touching, but just you're right underneath you. Hands are gonna go on top of your knees. We're gonna make knee circles like this, 10 each direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more thing. We're just gonna do some ankle rotations, a little balance here. So go ahead and stand on one leg, put your other foot out in front of you. We're gonna rotate our ankle 10 each direction. The bigger, the prettier the circle, the better. So really fight for that range of motion here. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, guys, so here's what we're gonna do. We got 4 things we're gonna start with, and one thing is gonna be an alternating front step through. So we're starting a little hard today. I'm gonna show you what that is. I'm sure most of you guys have done this. We're gonna do some Cossack slides, we're gonna jog in place, and then we're gonna do high knees. And each of those movements is for a 30-second interval. So those are the first 4 movements: alternating front step through, a Cossack slide, jog in place, high knees. There's a 5th interval, and that's just rest. And everything's for 30 seconds. So 30-second intervals, and we're gonna rest the last interval, which is your 5th interval, and then we're gonna do 3 rounds of that. This is gonna be our warm-up and get your body ready for what we're gonna do as the main stuff. So let me demonstrate the things. The front step through is gonna look like this. So I'm gonna start in like this beast position, and I'm just gonna bring one leg up to here, come back, bring the other leg up, and then come back, okay? So the goal with these front step throughs is to really try to control that leg and bring it as far forward as you can. So there's a little bit of a control and mobility as far as this movement. So just don't swing your leg forward, place it forward. Does that make sense? You don't throw your hand forward, you reach and you place. So think about your foot and your leg doing the same thing. Cossack slides. So Cossack slides is we're gonna start nice and wide, go as low as you can, and you're just gonna slide left to right. That's all you gotta do. You can keep your hands on the ground, or you can take them off the ground, whatever feels good for you today. The jog in place, we're just jogging in place, just like this. And the faster you go on that, the more intense you're gonna feel, okay? The last thing is high knees. High knees just means we're almost sprinting, right? So we're here. And the thing about those, a good way to measure high knees is, can you get your knee up past your waistline? So that's a good measure of how, if you're doing it correctly. Your knee should be up past your waistline. And then pump your arms. The 5th thing is rest. Any questions? Chester, when we're doing this stuff, I know you have an ankle thing. For the jog in place and the high knees, all I want you to do is just march in place. See what I'm doing? That's all you got to do. Don't do anything dynamic or high impact, because you don't want to get carried away and reset yourself. All right. And those are for those 2 last movements. So the first thing, front step through. I'm going to put the timer on. All right, y'all. We is starting now. Front step through, front step through. We're gonna be on the ground. Go. And you don't have to go fast. You can go slow in this first round if you want to, just to warm it up, get the tissues open. That's what I'm doing. Rest, and we're gonna go to Cossack slides. Go ahead now. Cossack slides. Try to stay low. Slide left, slide right. Breathe. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Oh man, I am tight. Especially my right side. This is weird. Ooh. Is there no music? All right, jog in place, guys. Jog in place. Remember, Chester, you're marching. You're marching. Be very easy on that ankle. Everyone else, all you're doing is jogging. Good form. In through the nose, out through the nose, in through the nose, out through the mouth, whatever feels good. All right, high knees, high knees, high knees. Get those knees up. Get those knees up. 30 seconds here. Get those knees up. Swing those arms. Swing the arms. No resting 30 seconds. I did the trick. All right. So right here, we try to calm our nervous system down by nasal breathing. Starting at the top, it's a front step through. So I'm gonna get on the ground and get ready. Ready? Go! Cossack slide, switch. Jog. Jog in place. Let's go warm up. Humble grind glutes. High knees, go, 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 high knees. Swing those arms. Don't worry about how fast you go. Get the knees up. Rest. Woo. Get in there. All right, last round. Should be getting pretty warm. First thing is the front step through. Ready? Go! Front step through. Cossack slides, go! All right, jog in place. So when we get to the high knees, guys, don't think of it as a sprint with the high knees. So you're not trying to, do as many reps as you can. You're just trying to get those knees up as high as you can. Really get the lift. Focus on that first. We start now. Ready? 3, 2, 1. High knees. Get them up. side loops. Done. Oh man. I feel like I see that, Chester. Good. Oh yeah, sweatband. Chester's sweating already. I feel like we just do an hour of high knees and it takes care of everything, right? Okay. The next part, the next two things are 10 minute pieces, okay? So 10 minutes, at 10 minutes for the part B, we'll be done. We'll rest while I explain part C. So this is only 3 movements and it's an ascending ladder. So here's what I mean by this. All 3 movements, you're gonna do 1 of everything. Then after you get through 1 round, you're gonna do 2 of everything. After the second round, 3 of everything. So every round that we progress through, that you progress through, you're gonna add a rep. That's all. So the nice thing about this is that if you feel like pushing it today and your body is ready to go, this is very, very challenging. If you don't feel like pushing it, you can go slow and just go at a very, good pace for whatever your body's feeling. And in 10 minutes it's over, we move on. Does that make sense? So it's ascending. 1 of everything, first round. 2 of everything, second round. And that's how we're gonna approach the workout. There's only 3 movements, so the turnover gets kind of fast. The first movement is a jump squat, okay? So jump squat, abs are on. You want to keep the abs on here, and don't be like a very loose, so like a wet noodle going up and down, because your body won't be able to absorb the impact from the jump, and you won't be able to produce as much power. So tight abs. I'm gonna go down all the way, and then jump. That's it. Okay, so that's the first movement. You'll start with 1. The second movement is a lateral high knee skip. So I have a yoga mat here. Yoga mats are roughly 6 to 7 feet, right? 6 to 7 feet. And I'm just gonna go back and forth, and that'll be 1 rep. And a lateral high knee skip is just here and back. That's it. Does that make sense? So whatever room you have, you're just gonna go back and forth, and it's the high knee skip. So, boom. All right. The last thing is a quadruped plank shoulder tap. So we've been doing a lot of these. The magic in the quadruped plank shoulder tap is where when the magic happens as far as your body is not moving your hips. So right here on the back side of your hips, your low back, butt area, imagine you had a hot bowl of soup that's filled to the rim and you're not trying to drop anything on you, okay? And you got your favorite white clothing on. So right here, when I'm in this position, I want to stay really tight in my abs. Your feet are going to be a little wider than normal because that's going to create more stability. And then I'm just going to go 1, 1. That's all you got to do. Got it? So the whole goal with the quadruped shoulder tap is not necessarily tapping your shoulder. It's can you tap your shoulder and not move your hips at all. So that's like if we had a board or something, a wall, and all we can see is the bottom half of your body, we should not know that you're doing anything because it's not moving. So if you approach it that way, it's going to get a lot more challenging and it'll slow you down, but in a good way. So just to review, we're going to do 1 jump squat, 1 lateral high knee, left to right, and then a quadruped shoulder tap each shoulder is a half a rep, so 1, 1. And then you just stand up and then you start over. Okay, so Chester, and anybody else who has any knee or hip or ankle issues, instead of doing the jump squat, just do a regular squat. Just all you have to do is down and up, okay? So if you have any of those joint issues from the waist down, don't worry about the jump. Just do a squat. The second movement, the high knee lateral skip. Instead of doing like a very dynamic high knees, you're just gonna go 1, 1, like a march, right? Left. And you can be very soft on your feet too. Imagine there's some, you're standing on rocks, and every time you place your foot down, you don't want to like hurt your foot. So you got to be very gentle and have some ease with your movement, not aggressive. And that should take care of that. All right, guys, anybody have any questions? Pretty self-explanatory, right? Okay, so 10 minutes, ascending ladder. We're gonna start in 10 seconds. First thing is a squat jump or a squat. Remember, tight abs here. Big inhale through the nose. Go. 1. Then we're gonna do the high knees. Shoulder tap. Don't move your hips. Now we go 2, if you're at 2. I'm gonna be going slow here. I'm so sore. But two of these. Two shoulder taps each side. I actually love those. Now I'm at 3. Three high knees. Wow, I seriously love this workout. Three shoulder taps each side. All right, I'm at 4. I'm gonna check you guys. Good, good. Those look good, Julie. Good, guys. Awesome. Natalia, don't bend over on the jump squats. Don't do this. Try to keep your chest up and just squat. So if your name was written right here, I should be able to read it the whole time. Otherwise, you're gonna get your low back. Does that make sense? Good, guys. Nice. And let your breathing be your guide. If you can think about your breath